I think there's more boys.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I say F girls because
Girls?
I don't know because I'm such a logistics person. It's like, I don't know.
One lady tonight has said that girls are kind of just better at keeping these things under wraps. Would you agree with that?
Most of the time, yeah.
yeah, probably. Yes.
Yeah, group consensus.
Just had a lady tell us it was F girls.
Really? Did she tell you where we can find them?
She ran away.
Oh.
She didn't let the secret slip. I'm sorry.
F boys. F boys.
F boys. Boys, yeah.
Boys. Like sleeping around, not really being considerate of partners, that type of thing. You know, like F-boy activity.
By activity?
He's talking about boys. Remember, boy Adams? I don't know if she knows what boys are.
Have you never heard this term? That's good. That's a good thing.
Hey guys, when we're coming.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why? Just from experience, or?
No, not from experience myself, but I know enough people.
F boys for sure.
Yes, many.
Do you think there's F girls exist?
They do, absolutely.
You have friends that are F girls?
Well, they're known as other things. Not my.
F girls in the room with us.
Absolutely not. No. No.
My girl. I definitely kind of feel like it's a lot easier for women to be F girls because I like to think of it as like men f who they can, women f who they want, you know. So.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Aaron again with American Interviews. Tonight we are out here in downtown Boise, Idaho, asking maybe one of the most pressing questions we've ever asked. What is more common, F girls or F guys? We're gonna find out. Is your guy an F guy? What is more common, F girls or F guys?
F guys.
Why would you say that?
Because there's a bunch of them. I don't see as much F girls.
You don't think do you think F girls exist?
Yeah, but I think there's more boys.
You think so?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I say F girls because.
F girls?
Oh
She
no.
would have the insight.
No.
She said the quiet part out loud. We got him, boys. We got him, boys. How's it going? What do you think? What do you think? What is the consensus here?
I've never really met a lot of F girls, so probably guys.
Guys?
Yeah.
We just had a lady tell us it was F girls.
Really?
Yeah.
Did she tell you where we can find them?
She ran away.
Oh.
She didn't let the secret slip. I'm sorry. Sorry, boys. Have a good night. What do you think? Fuck.
I was thinking that. So what is more common?
Yeah, what's more common?
Fucking girls or fucking guys?
No, F boys or F girls?
Oh, fucking girls or fucking guys. I would say guys when we're coming.
You think so?
Yeah.
Why? Just from experience, or?
No, not from experience myself, but I know enough people, and I was raised in a household full of females, so definitely a lot more guys than girls. But there's girls out there.
So they exist.
Oh, absolutely.
Can you tell me where to find them?
You can go Tinder, Bumble, and definitely you're in the right place right here in downtown.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too.
I would say F guys.
F guys? Do you think F guys are more prominent in today's society?
You know, I don't know because I'm such a logistics person. It's like, I don't know. You would think F guys are more common, but then again, girls are just as manipulative. So
Do you think girls maybe are better at hiding the fact that they're F girls?
yes, I think so. I think yes. I think guys are more physical, so you see it more in that way. But a
They're
girl
more forward.
yes, I
'Cause they
think
kind of have to be in today's dating society, right?
yeah. I think chivalry is still a good thing, you know.
Is
But
chivalry expected, do you think,
expected? What do you mean by expected?
by women?
I think it should be.
Do you think a man that's chivalrous to a woman, do you think he should be chivalrous to a traditional woman?
Repeat the question.
Do you think men that are chivalrous should only be chivalrous towards traditional women?
What do you mean by traditional women?
Have traditional values?
No. I think you should be. I think a respected man should be chivalrous towards anyone who identifies as a woman.
Even F girls?
Yeah, I think that's just polite. I think it's kind. I think it's good. I think that you should treat a woman well. So yeah. Unless
That's
they don't
fair.
want to be treated well.
Right,
but
that's fair. But then they usually tell you that, right?
Exactly. Then you're
But
like,
even then.
tried. Yeah.
So, do you think that men should like pay on the first date and things like that? Are we lumping this into chivalry?
You know, times are different now. I appreciate when a man does. I think there's
So you wouldn't mind like going Dutch on dinner?
it's
Wouldn't automatically discount him?
it would a little bit. I would be like, yeah,
So it is expected, right?
yes. I guess I would want that. Yes, because it's what it shows. It's not about like, oh, I can afford this, but it's like you want to pay for me. That shows how much you're gonna maybe treat me in the future. So it sets a tone, maybe.
Some people would say that traditional treatment requires, traditional behavior,
Traditional treatment. What do you
which
mean?
would include chivalry and like paying on the first day, opening the car door, laying out your jacket on a muddy puddle, these types of things.
Sorry, and what was the question? You're saying
Some people say that traditional behavior requires traditional treatment requires traditional behavior. So you wouldn't agree with those things? You think men should just still be chivalrous even if they know that the girl is an F girl?
yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm understanding the question. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Cool.
thank
Well, your girls want to go?
Yeah, I know.
Good to meet you. You want a sticker?
Sure, why not?
Staying up to date with events around the world can be difficult, where it's impossible to consult one single source for the full story. Narratives that shape public opinion often just reinforce media and corporate-backed vested interests. Information is released faster than it can be verified, and reporting often favors clickbait content over high-quality journalism. It's hard to know what information to trust. That's why I've been using Ground News. Ground News is an app and website that combines news from around the world in one place so you can compare the coverage. For every news source, you can see if they have a political bias, how reliable the reporting is, and who owns them. They even have a blind spot feed that highlights news that is being disproportionately covered by one side of the political spectrum or the other. Get news from thousands of sources worldwide in one place. See who is funding each publication, compare coverage, and think critically about the information you consume. Verify your information and know where your news is coming from. Personally, I've been using Ground News for their bias tool. I love to compare and contrast headlines and see what kind of diction they're using from one side to the other, and usually you can find a pretty implicit bias in just the words that they're using. I also use the bias tool to help me formulate video ideas and approach the public in a more neutral way. So head on over to check.ground.news/americaninterviews or subscribe through the link in the description to get 15% off any subscription. I personally use the Vantage plan to get unlimited access to every feature. Your subscription not only helps American Interviews grow, but it also supports Ground News as they make the media landscape more transparent. Now let's get back to some interviews. So tonight we're asking the question, What is more common, F girls or F boys?
I would say they about the same, to be honest, because shit, you get a that's gonna and then you get a F boy that's a boy that's gonna so it's like they're both the same, you feel me?
We had one girl say that girls are just better at keeping it under wraps. Would you agree with that statement?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Hey, if you ain't know, you're probably out cheating right now on your ass too. Cause you probably out cheating on you, bro. So, hey, look, I would say girls are worse because they break your heart, bro. They make you want to get depressed, all types of shit. You can start, it should get crazy. So, yeah.
So tonight we're asking the question, what's more common, F girls or F boys? We'll start here.
F boys.
F boys.
F boys.
Boys, yeah.
Boys.
Any particular reasons for saying that? Is this anecdotal or?
It's because we see them everywhere, I feel like.
Okay.
Yeah.
College.
Very common in college.
Okay.
F girls isn't even like a word that I hear around.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
College is the big thing. College.
Do they exist, F girls?
Yes.
Yeah. They're just not as common.
So there's a consensus here that they do exist. We had one female tonight saying that girls are just better at keeping it under wraps. Would you agree with this?
I would completely agree with that. I feel like guys are very open with their sexual lives.
Wouldn't you say that being open with being an F boy or girl would be better than keeping it secret? Wouldn't you say that's being more honest?
Depends on the person. Yeah.
I think there's a difference between being private and being dishonest. Yeah. Like, be nice. Be respectful to the people that you're doing that with, bro. Don't be telling everybody.
I also feel like guys are more arrogant about it, and girls just don't share that with everyone.
Maybe do you think there's something to do with that around the stigma about names? People get called oh, he's a player or she's a slut or whatever. There's a stark contrast between the same actions and the genders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel like a lot of girls get shamed for being sluts than guys, because guys, whenever they don't get shamed for it. It's oh yeah, attaboy, and then girls, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, girls can have sex with half the amount of guys as a guy having sex with the amount of girls, but the girl's more of a slut than the boy.
Right.
So.
The connotations around it, yeah.
Right. Devil's advocate here. Some people would argue against that point, saying that since it's much harder for men to obtain sexual pleasure from the opposite gender, that it should be lifted up or praised in a certain way or a different way than it is with women, because I can almost guarantee that if any single one of you go and proposition one of these guys, they'll go home with you. Correct? Do you think I'm wrong in that?
I think guys are very easy.
Yeah, see, that's my point. That's my point. Yeah, that's my point, is guys are really easy and girls are not so easy most of the time.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I think guys get more praise because girls are a lot harder to get, but if a girl wants to, they can.
Right, yeah, she can just open up her phone and she's got DMs, right?
Yes, that's true.
Depends on the
Attest to
person.
that? I can almost guarantee you open up your Instagram, all of you have DMs from guys in your request, never to be seen by the light of day.
Yeah.
Consensus. So, circling back around, what is more common, F girls or F boys? Because you've all said that there are commonly F girls around, they're just better at keeping it a secret. So even with it being a secret, do you think that the boys still take a lead in this category?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. I think so, because girls, I feel again, they can when they want, but guys, whenever they want, or whenever they want and they can, they will, for the most part. So
I feel like they just always want it.
Yeah.
Well, right, yeah, we're wired a bit different, yeah. But
So if the guy's always down and the girl's not as down, that's why I feel like. Yeah.
well, thank you, ladies, so much for coming to talk to me, and I appreciate all your opinions. Yeah. My show's called American Interviews. Yeah, YouTube. Cool. Thank you. Have a good night. So tonight we're asking the question, what is more common, F girls or F boys?
Probably 100% F boys. 100%. I am a little bit of one, so I can a little bit relate to that.
Yeah. Do you think that F girls exist?
Oh, 100%. There's totally, especially if you go down to BSU, there's totally F girls that exist.
Yeah. Some of the females tonight have said that girls are just better at keeping these things under wraps. Would you agree with that?
It depends on the girl. There's tons of guys who are pretty bad at keeping stuff under wraps or unwrapped.
Yeah, like secret.
Oh, secret?
Yeah, like girls are better at keeping these types of activities secret.
Yeah, I think girls are then 100% because some of my friends who are guys, they'll be like, dude, I just banged this one chick. It was so crazy. And then he'll give the guys the Snapchat and all that stuff. So yeah, I think girls are a little bit better at keeping it under wraps 100%.
Yeah. So do you think that maybe there is a more common occurrence of F girls than we know?
Oh, 100%. They're out there. They're definitely out there. They're
You heard it here, boys.
all the time. You heard it here first.
They're out there, boys.
They're hiding in secret, but they're out there. Who knows? Even my aunt could be an F girl. I don't know. It's crazy.
That is crazy. That would be crazy. Well, I appreciate your opinion, man. Thank you for stopping to talk to me.
Yep, you have a great night.
What is more common, F girls or F boys? We'll start here.
F boys for sure.
F boys.
Yes, boys.
I'd say F boys. Yeah.
Boys. Okay. We'll ask this next. Do F girls exist?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do.
Yes.
So one lady tonight has said that girls are kind of just better at keeping these things under wraps. Would you agree with that?
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, group consensus.
Consensus around. Okay. Okay. So if that's true, does that still make F boys more common?
Correct.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the key trait of an F boy?
They're very open about it. I think is
They're not ashamed to
No,
act the way that
no.
they do.
they put their dick in a lot of things.
I would say I'm not ready for a relationship type stuff.
Right. Like scared of commitment type of excuse. Okay, that makes sense. So one thing I've been asking ladies tonight is that if F boys are more common, and you see this as a consensus, I've been asking, is it fair to say that to compare F girls and F boys in the same light when girls typically, we'll say, have a much easier chance at succeeding with a mate, we'll say?
I think that's how I know F boys exist is because they are so.
Right, because that's kind of boys' role in society, right? We have to approach the women, right? When's the last time you approached a guy?
3 months ago.
Like 2 years ago.
I mean, a while ago, because we're in relationships. So
My husband 10 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, so, but not very often in your life have you ever had to really approach men. They've kind of approached you, right? So the comparison I'm trying to make is it fair to judge boys in the same light for achieving that, the end goal of acquiring a mate, let's put it in that euphemism, as it is to compare like with girls, since they have it so much easier. Like you guys, you can probably open your Instagram and you have a DM in your request box from a guy, right?
Yeah.
yes.
No, not for me. No, I'm good.
You've been married for 10 years, so there's the exception to the rule, right? So, but even then, it might even be in the requests and you have no idea, right? Right. So, do you think it's still fair to compare men in the same light, if with that comparison?
No. I just feel like
There's just more.
there's just more of men, but it's not fair to, I'd say, compare them.
Right.
I mean, I would compare them the same. Girls are just more secretive with it, and guys are just more open about it. So.
I agree. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So would you not then say that it'd probably be better to be more open about your activities with the opposite sex if you're conducting yourself in this way rather than keep it a secret?
Yeah, if I'm emotionally unavailable. Yeah.
I would say yeah. I'd be open about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I agree with everything they say.
For sure. Girl? Okay, we'll hash it out. We'll hash it out.
What is F boys and F girls personally?
All right. So let's start with the prompt and then we'll move into that. So what is more common, F girls or F boys?
Firstly, I need to know what are F girls and F boys.
Talking about fuck
Just
boys and
transpose F boy onto a female.
Oh, like transgender.
Like sleeping around, not really being considerate of partners, that type of thing. You know, like F boy activity.
F boy activity.
He's talking about fuck boys. You know, like remember, you know, fuck boy island. I don't know if she knows what fuck boys are.
Have you never heard this term?
No.
That's good. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So what do you think is more common?
I don't really know. Like to be honest, I know you're trying to get.
No, you're fine. If you think it's equal, that's.
It's about equal. You know, boys are just as bad as girls. You know, they all make mistakes on each side or live their lives vicariously. I don't know.
A consensus a lot of people have come to tonight has been that girls are kind of better at keeping these things under wraps and keeping their sex lives more private than boys.
Okay.
Now I understand. I think it's more common F boys.
F boys?
I was single 9 months ago, and then like what I more seen was like girls going out to have fun with their friends and everything, and then I feel like boys go out to find someone to sleep with.
Yeah.
It's what I feel.
That's not a common sentiment between women while going out. It's not like we're going out to, you know, get laid. That's not really a thing.
I would agree with that.
Well, with my experience, is what I saw. Like girls when they go out, most of the time they just want to have fun, to have some drinks and like have the time of their lives. And then boys, they are like looking for someone to sleep with, you know. It's my opinion.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Now that she brings that up, I agree with that fact that, you know, a lot of boys out there are just out there coming out to try and get laid. And then, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Do you think that that's a common theme between the genders, girls going out more commonly to just kind of have a good time with their girls and boys going out more to get laid because access for women is a lot easier?
Yes, it's what we say, like a woman can sleep with who they want and boys have like to work hard to find someone to sleep with, you know?
Right. Women choose who has sex with them and men choose who they marry, right?
Whoa. Men choose who they marry?
Right, because they propose. When's the last time you heard of a woman proposing?
I got my fingers crossed.
I just feel like men, they like have a lot of fun with other person, like, and then they can choose like, okay, this girl is only to sleep with, this girl is only to go on a date, but this girl is to marry with, because I don't know how they can do that, you know. Because I'm not a man, you know.
Yeah.
I'm a girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. Poignant opinions. I appreciate you guys stopping to talk to me. Yeah. Have a good night, bro.
Straight from the middle, it's lit like a rocket. Give me a bit, I'm a rocket. Feeling like Rocky, fit in my pockets. Bipolar man, humble and cocky. They try to copy, give me the money. I need my greens like it's broccoli. I ain't trying to ball on the budget. Man, I got drip like a hole in the bucket. Pull up with a coupe, they wish they were driving.
We did a topic change. Now we're talking about F girls and F boys. Girls and boys.
Like
Like-
what kind of boys? What like?
Well, what do you think a boy is?
I don't know. I'm a wife, a mother, and so I mean, when it comes to boys or girls, I don't know. I've never been a part of it, so.
Right. That makes sense. That's an admirable position to have, right? Yeah.
This day and age, definitely, right?
Yeah. So what would you think would be more common though, even being out of the dating game for a while?
Both. Both, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably say both.
common
But I kind of lean more towards girls.
You think so?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay. A common consensus we've heard tonight is that women are just kind of better at keeping these things under wraps. than boys are, because boys are kind of more forward with their sexuality. They're like, hey baby, that kind of like, out there. Whereas women kind of have more access nowadays with the advent of social media and dating apps. It's a lot easier for a woman to find a mate than it is for a man these days. Typically, on average. We're talking about just averages here. Right. So, but yeah, that's been a common consensus tonight. Do you think that those are things you would agree with?
Sorta. I mean, it depends. We can't categorize male and female in that and just say, well, that's just how it is, because we really don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want to try to figure out what's more common, but it changes day to day. You're never gonna be able to keep up with society and the way things change, and it changes every day on a daily basis. So one day a guy could be a boy, and then the next day he finds a soulmate, and that's the end of it. So I mean, there's no really, you can't categorize that and put it into like a category and say, oh yeah, that's how many women are doing that, and that's how many men are doing that.
So more of a case-to-case basis for you. Yeah, that's admirable.
It depends. I mean, like when I was a teenager, I wasn't really into that. I was more like, I wanted a boyfriend, I wanted to feel loved and cared for, stuff like that. But in this generation, because I grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s, so this new generation, they're more about just how they look and who they're around and who they can get with. So
Self-gratification.
yeah, so pretty much, yeah, that. So I mean, it's different, different era, different age. So yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for stopping to talk to me. I appreciate your opinions.
Topic.
Oh, I don't know. We're probably out of topics for tonight.
Okay.
Do you guys want some stickers?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Next
Awesome.
topic
Yeah.
should be about Palestine.
I have done some interviews. I have a lot of haters at the university where I live.
Yeah, well,
Really?
Yeah.
they can keep hating.
Yeah. Tonight we're asking the question, what is more common, F girls or F boys?
What are F girls or F boys though?
What are they?
Yeah, what are they?
You've never heard of an F boy?
I don't think so.
It's like the player type, the guy who sleeps around, talks to all the girls,
Oh, okay.
overtly out there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just transpose that onto a girl, and then you have F girl.
Okay.
So what do you think's more common?
Oh, F boys for sure. For sure.
What's your reasoning behind that?
I mean, for one, look at where we're at, right? I grew up here. That's why I can say this. Because I've seen it. I've grown up with it. I have friends that are F boys, right? Even he is. He's one of them.
Calling him out.
My opinion is the other way around, I would say.
You think there's more F girls? Yeah, we'll get to that here in a sec. How do we move over here? You guys want to be in it?
Yeah, get in this.
Here, come on.
Get in this.
All right, so we're asking what's more common, F girls or F boys?
I would say F girls.
And what's your reasoning behind that?
I mean, they're just more a little bit secretive about it,
Right.
I would say.
Right. That's a common consensus we've come to tonight.
Okay. That's enough said.
F boys for sure?
Yes. Yes, men ain't shit.
Do you think there's F girls exist?
They do, absolutely.
Do you have friends that are F girls?
They're known as other things.
Not my
F girls in the room with us.
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
No, we're
My
we're all
girls-
innocent.
But I know a few. F boys.
They're better at keeping it a secret?
Yeah.
100%.
I don't know. I think.
Pretty open with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I would
but
say.
they're not known as F girls. They're known as other words. Whores.
Oh. That's one of the words, yeah. All right, you guys have a good night.
Hey, thank you for your time.
Yeah,
I
thank
appreciate
you.
it.
So we're talking like men and women that like have like high body counts, right? Is that what you're saying?
Right.
Okay. I think I kind of think it might be equal, because like I think there's Tinder and there's Bumble out there, so I feel like there's got to be at least like an equal amount of men and women on that app. But like I definitely kind of feel like it's a lot easier for women to be F girls, because I like to think of it as like men who they can, women who they want, so That's kind of what I was thinking. Yeah.
Ease of access is a big cog in this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Right. So a lot of people have said that women are just better at keeping this sort of thing secret. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. Yeah.
Do you think that plays a role in a more prevalent F-boys being in more plain sight? Let's put it that way.
Can you say that again? What
do you think that that plays a role in F-boys being in more plain sight?
I'm not totally sure actually, but yeah.
Just because if women are secretive about it, then that would therefore mean that they're less visible, right?
Yeah, and I feel like, I mean, there's like, there's a stigma that like, having a high body count is, not really good, like, especially in women, but like also in men too. Like, I mean, having a high body count just in general is really not good for you. So like, it definitely does like make sense that like, women would keep it a lot more of a secret than men do, obviously.
Do you think a high body count is like worse for men or women, or do you think it's equal across the board?
I think from like what I've heard, it might be worse in women, but I'm not totally sure. I mean, I feel like it could be worse in both ways. Like, if you have a high body count, like, you're less likely to like, how do I word this? You're less likely to be satisfied with your partner in the future, I guess. But yeah, that's
been statistically proven. Yeah,
that's what I've heard before. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your opinion. Thank you so much for stopping to talk to me. Yeah. Have a good night.
What is more common?
Oh, she's got it. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think? What's more common?
I'm not sure what a fuck girl or a fuck boy is.
Okay. So it's like boys who like flaunt their sexuality. They're not ashamed of like going out sleeping with multiple women, that type of thing.
Swipe right.
Yeah, I think there's probably more fuck girls.
Girls. Yeah. Okay. What's your reasoning for that?
I think we're in a society right now where girls think that that's the way to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
No.
No. Are you more of a traditional woman yourself?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty important to bring back in today's society. Unfortunately, we're not seeing a whole lot of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the first F-girl answer we've had tonight. A consensus has been F-boys, but also another consensus nobody has disagreed with is that women are just better at keeping these things a secret. Do you think that plays a role in this? Why they're maybe less prevalent in the public's vision?
I'm not really seeing them try to hide it.
Right. You can see through the game. Can't trick this one.
I think they're wearing it like a badge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think women feel like they don't need a guy anymore, financially or other.
Right.
So they're just going to get theirs, and why not?
Right, yeah. So tonight we're asking the question, what is more common, F-girls or F-boys?
I would say F boys.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
What's your reasoning behind that? Anecdotal or?
Girls try to hide it more, so maybe it's not more common, and boys are just proud of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're just more horny.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That has been a common consensus that women are just kind of better at keeping these things under wraps. Right. So one thing I've been asking people, wouldn't you think it would be better if you were more open about your activities, your sexual activities, rather than keeping it under wraps and keeping it more secretive?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it depends on the person if they want to be open about it. Like, some people are more like conservative, so they're not gonna be, I fucked this guy, I fucked her, I fucked him, So, yeah.
You don't think that would be sort of a deception on a female's part if she was like an F-girl and she was keeping it a secret and she didn't tell like the partner that maybe she potentially wanted to marry, and that came out later on? Do you think that maybe she should be more open about it up front, or do you think it should still remain under wraps?
Like body count wise, like if you ask your partner what their body count is, I mean, if they ask, go ahead, and if they want to answer it, I mean, I have my body count tatted on me. Actually, it's 1,949. So yeah.
Disgusting!
So yeah, I'm pretty open about it.
Yeah. What do you think?
I mean, if I were to be asked what's my body count, I think I'd be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's someone you cared about, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But just with anybody, do you think you would be honest with just a random date?
I wouldn't hide it.
Yeah. Like a random person or a random date?
Like a first date. Like a first date. What if someone asked you?
My body count on a first date, I would be honest.
Yeah. Okay. What
about you?
Same.
Well, I guess you have it tatted on your arm, so.
Yeah. Mhm.
Cool. Well, I appreciate your guys' opinions, and thank you so much for stopping to talk to me. Yeah, you can say something.
So what is this about?
What's more common, F girls or F boys?
It's kind of a biased standpoint. They're
There's
both.
not really any bias there. I'm just asking what's more common.
I would say. You putting me on the spot right here. I did this to myself. I'm sorry, but probably say F girls.
F boys?
Girls.
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 Okay.
Well, girls. Yeah, girls, man. I mean,
Anecdotal reasoning or just things you hear?
Perspective, things I hear, things in general.
I hear a lot of things. I hear and I see a lot of things, especially when I'm in this area of Boise. I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of that happens.
Right.
And it happens with girls, man. It's like,
Right.
damn, man. You know?
I mean,
That's how I feel.
What's more common with you? What do you think? What's your opinion?
Oh, I don't give my opinion on show. I can do off record after the show.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So a consensus that has been pretty 100% tonight is that women are just better at keeping these activities under wraps. Would you agree with that?
100%.
I'd say yes, absolutely.
Would you agree that access for the opposite sex for women is easier than it is for men?
A lot easier. Yes.
I would say so, yeah.
Our responsibilities and just being a man, we're put over a lot of stress than women are. They have it a lot easier, and they have the OnlyFans account and all that stuff. They got it set for life for them, but for us, we need to work our way up to become, successful, rich, whatever, become a real man. And at that point, she has it way easier, and she can have any guy she wants. So, and for men, it's a little harder. It's harder to get, a woman by your side, because of how all that interferes with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I will say this, though. Guys are just as much as worse as girls. We're kind of shitbags, so if you are one. But, I don't know. It's kind of like 50-50 in a way.
Right. Just kind of people in general.
I'd say 50-50 too, yeah. He has a point.
I mean, it depends who you deal with at the end of the day. Girls, guys, we're all just human, We make mistakes. But no one's perfect, bro. We all just trying to have fun,
Yeah, just having a good ass time and enjoying what life we have left to live on this earth.
Is having a high body count bad, do you think?
High body count, huh? I would say so. I mean, a little bit. I wouldn't say it's necessarily going to restrict you from dating or
What about marriage?
Marriage. I'd say that's a tough one because if you look at the statistics, a lot of marriages end up in divorce rates, and then the child goes back and forth to houses, and then child ends up becoming a, criminal pretty much.
Right.
I feel like the high body count does affect that a lot.
Yeah.
By a lot, because she's so used to so many different partners that she's comfortable with cheating on him or getting a new one,
Right.
And they have more kind of as a law applies to them, they are in favor, which makes sense. It's kind of a part of the feminist stuff.
Right.
But
You're talking about like in divorce court and stuff like that?
yes, exactly.
Right, yeah. They tend to favor the women heavily in divorce court and family court.
They're going for, women out of state, out of the country, They're
Passport bros, they call them.
Passport, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it's at. But even then, you bring over here, they fall into the same American, I guess, stereotype for women, and it's like,
It's also guys have a similar issue, I think, with that, with the body count thing.
Yeah.
You know, we all see it as though we're using each other, which pretty much it is. I feel like it's not great for society. It's getting worse. But other than that, it's just there's nothing we can really do about it. I don't think it's an unstoppable force.
Right.
From the higher ups that are kind of pushing, like the government and all that. They're pushing the feminine movement, and it's kind of, making people just want to hook up all the time. I feel like, in my opinion. So.
I also feel in today's day and age, no one wants to take anything serious. Everybody's just a month here, a month there, a year probably. Year tops you probably get.
Exactly.
After that, the miles go up. You switch a car, you're just like, oh, I got a brand new car.
Right. More disposable society today.
Yeah.
Do you think that America could benefit from more traditional values?
Yes, absolutely. The reason being is when we look at the past, especially when prices were down, prices are ridiculous now, but when there was the nuclear family and all that, they had the man that was able to fund the whole family under one paycheck. One salary, exactly.
Right.
And obviously it's a lot harder now. You need almost the partners, and it's getting to a point where the kids are having to work to help pay for rent or the house mortgage or whatever it is. And it's kind of ripping the family apart. Is the price, not just, what you said, which was...
And some people would say that the nuclear family is the foundation of this country. The critics of feminism would say that women have kind of been tricked into wanting jobs, so that now it takes 2 salaries to run an American household. So now the economy can obviously be boosted by that and all these things. Do you think that there's validity in that statement?
Yes, validity, probably. It's causing, the women think that their job is more important than a man and having a family, which makes sense because of, they're making their own life for themselves. That brings us back to the problem is then they get to an age where they want to settle down, but they have, they already have a career. They don't want to let go of that. So they just choose not to date anymore, or the man tries to get with her again, and it just doesn't work out that way. It just gets worse and worse as time's going on, it seems. Especially prices going up.
And some people would say that that's a situation that a man could go through easier, building a career and then thinking about children afterwards, because there's not really a ticking clock for men. Women can only have babies up to a certain age, then it becomes either dangerous for the mother or the baby. So there's that factor that plays into this as well. But I think that was good. We'll end it there, and I appreciate you guys stopping to talk to me. Yeah. Do you guys want some stickers?
Yeah, I have a good answer to this one. I feel like the stereotype for boys is way bigger, but there's a lot more for girls, because if you go on social media, you're gonna see a lot more girls posting those shows on TikTok, and a lot more girls wearing less clothing than guys. I think it's easier for girls because it's more normalized to wear a tank top and short shorts than it is for a man to wear booty shorts and no shirt. It's more normalized for that. So I personally think it's more F girls, but more guys that act like it's more normal on the eyes. This is a conversation with girls. So F girls.
Subscribe, like, and comment on this video.
I don't know if my dad's talking to my mom, but we were that's the only shout out that's going to be. Thanks, Blake.
Yeah,